Thank you. Okay, so I moved forward in the meantime when waiting for the cut. I moved forward with the other side because it's a little bit more simple. There's no any holes that needs to be cut. And as you can see, I have two solid tiles already in place and the cut also already done. So this one goes over here, and what I'm doing, I'm putting level from the corner to the outside, checking if the bubble is in correct position and adjusting the pieces to our level to ensure that we continuing our installation in level. Looks like everything is exactly the way it's supposed to. Level is not moving, so this side has been done, and let me now move forward with the other side. This is our cut. This is how it's going to be mounted here on the wall. We don't want to put too much pressure when we're working with the pieces that has a cutout, because often what happens, tile will just crack. And gently putting it to the correct position. Okay. Next step, as same as the other side, I have my spacer nails ready. I'm removing the tin set from the top part, placing the level. Now first I'm gonna adjust the side piece, and now this cut. As you can see, this is a nice even connection, and the level is the way it should be. So keep that in mind, that everything should go the way it's supposed to. Now I have those pieces in place. I'm going to measure our cut. Looks like we have same distance as the first piece, 5 inches here. And I'm going to put this in a few moments and continue another row, all the way. We have 2 more rows to our accent. So I'm gonna work on this in the meantime, and I will show you, I will give you an update once I will get to the accent, because this is another interesting part of this project. We have nice accents, so I want you to witness this as well. So the cut is ready, and I'm placing this piece where it's supposed to go. Okay, now it's time to double check with our leveling device if everything is the way it should. Alright, everything looks good. So the corner piece is in place, and the other side is already done as well. Double checking. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm working on a corner shelf. This is corner shelf that will be here, and I'm installing it with the tin set. Of course, it will be kind of sitting on this line. If you would like to see how this is done in detail, I have the video that actually will show you how to cut, how to measure, how to install such piece. So you can at my channel, and you will see what needs to be done in order to achieve such nice installation. But at this point, I'm just moving forward. As you can see, I have this tile already notched for the shelf, and the shelf also been notched, so it can nicely hold the shelf in place, blocking pretty much shelf from falling out. The next step will be a piece next to it. The shelf, of course, has to slope. If someone will tell you that shelf not supposed to slope, don't listen. It needs to have a small pitch. Of course, it's easier to just install it flat, but actually those tiles have been notched in a slight angle. Here I have to add a little bit more setting component. Okay, so the next step see, and I'm bringing this to the correct level so the joint is even. And I'm shimming the bottom of the niche. And on the other side I will have another piece that is notched, and the shelf will have a slight pitch into the inside of the shower, so it's gonna work exactly the way it's supposed to. See, and now I'm raising this side. Put the shim over there, and the corner already been supported from underneath. And now this piece that already been cut, and to the side and to the bottom, and this will go from the top. So shelf right now is holding from the sides, and it will not go anywhere. So this is just a quick update on the shelf installation. If you would like to see how it's done in detail, like I said, there's a video on my channel showing this part. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of tiles already in place, and we got to the point where we will put our accent that you've seen. But before doing that, I'm once again checking. Here I have to use shoulder level because I have a towel hanger on the way. And once again I'm checking if all the towels are in the same line, if nothing is crooked. We did shelf in the meantime. So this is what you want to achieve. This is our goal. And it's important because it makes the installation goes nice and smooth. But we have the point where we doing our accent. And for an accent, as previously I showed you, we're gonna add this pencil piece that's gonna be installed like that. Then we have a row of our 1x2 stone mosaic, and this OG trim on the top. So this is our accent that I will be working on. And the installation, the way it goes, also I will be starting from the center. I will start from the center with the pencils. They're a little bit longer than the tile, and to the corner they will be cut in 45 degree. So there will be like nice continuation. Same situation with this OG trim. It will go accordingly to the pencil, to the corner, 45 degree cut, like that. It's gonna be cut over here, and then another one continuing in a corner. And on the side, the way we will finish, we cannot really do nice continuation when we have two different trims. So in this case, it will go just straight to our bullnose style, and on the edge we're gonna add bullnose. So this is how it's gonna be done. We cannot really continue those two trims. It will be nicely finished. Those edges are also nicely rounded. So usually I'm finishing this differently, but in this case we do not have any other option. So let me slowly move forward with this, and you will see how it goes. Okay, so I have those pencil pieces already cut. Let me cut in 45-degree angle to the corner. So this way we have nice continuation. Okay. And other side. Okay, this piece. And the last one go over here. And the next step, once I have this in place, I'm gonna check if our first roll of the accent is in the level. I'm gonna put some shims everywhere I have to. I'm removing any setting compound that got through the spaces. Okay, and now putting level from the corner and making sure that pencil is in level, because later our accent will sit on top of this pencil. This is actually, the pencil that I'm using is actually plastic with a coat of bronze finish. We will have a bronze finish on this project, so we picked the accent that actually nicely matches to the finish of the fixtures. Okay, so our pencil is in one line. This is the goal. It's flush with the edge of the towel on the corners in this case. Probably I still have to do this side. Yeah. Done. Okay, the next step will be our stone accent. It's about 4 inches tall. What I'm gonna do I'm gonna mark actually where the accent ends. I'm gonna use different troll and apply setting component with the with the 1/8 of an inch troll, and I'm making my mark now. Let's see how this will go. Okay. And in this case, actually, I'm going to apply setting component on the wall. And what I will do, I'm going to, because the small mosaic tiles, we cannot really apply thin set on the back of the tile because it has lots of ground spaces and it will get really messy on the tile. So I'm going to grab the troll and actually apply setting component on the wall. It's going to take me a few moments to play with the accent. This is why what I will do, I'm going to put tape on top, and so the actually setting component will be only where it's supposed to be, to not get this product on a higher section, so I don't have to remove it and play with this later, because it also might make my work look way messier and more difficult later when scrubbing setting component that already dried on the wall. So I'm putting the tape and I'll be applying the setting component with a 1/8 of an inch troll, because this and other types of mosaic we actually have to push it firmly against the underlayment in order to have this nice and flat. We cannot really build it up with a thin set because it's going to be just bumped and uneven. So this is my next step. Dalsze odległości tylko filmuję, że nie było widać. No. Okay, so I have the setting component nicely already spread on the walls, and now let me film it then. I'm removing tape, and as you can see, it's only where it's supposed to be. So our accent will go over here. The next step, our accent. For our accent, we have those mosaic pieces, and they come in an offset pattern. And in this case, most of the times, we will be installing the accent exactly from the center, like we always do on the back wall, and from the solid piece on the end. But this particular accent has no really center. It's kind of off. So the way I will try to play with it, I will try to play with it to the point where I have solid pieces go into the corners, so it looks nice in the center. I'm trying to avoid tiny bitty cuts if not necessary. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from the first one, and I'm not really pushing this all the way just yet, because I might have to move it in a few moments. So I'm just putting this very delicate for now, and I will see what's gonna appear on the other side, at the other end. And I know I can play with this particular one the way it looks even. Okay, I'm gonna measure 9.5. 9.5. Okay, so it looks like it should nicely fit. I'm cutting out this to my desired length. It always comes in a mesh. So now I already know that I have to squeeze this side. So I'm pushing it, and this one should nicely fit over here. It's almost, this one can go slightly more. Okay. And this one, this point nicely fits over here. And this way, playing with the accent, it nicely fits from side to side without reason of cutting it. For different sizes, different types of accents, we will have to start from the center and then do the cuts accordingly to the corners. So in this case, we have exactly the same cuts, sizes of the accent in the corners. Let me now work on that one. So I have the back, of course, done, and now I'm focusing on the side. And on the side, this is our mosaic, has the notches. So I will be starting to make sure that this actually nicely lining up with our edge of the tiles. One thing that I'm considering when doing this particular accent, I want to make sure that in the corner tiles looks like continuation. So what I'm going to do first, I'm checking if actually solid piece will be on the bottom, or actually I have to start from the half, because the same situation will appear on a quarter. We're going to receive either a longer or shorter cut, and right now I'm checking to make sure that I have a cut that matches to the size and will make nice continuation for me in the corner. Let me mark it that way. So if I will start with a solid, it will appear that on the bottom I have half of the tile. So I will most likely start from the half on the bottom. I will most likely start from the half on the bottom, so this way we have a continuation appearing in a corner. So what I'm going to do, I'm cutting out 2 squares, 2 rectangulars. This is how I will start. So we have half and then solid on the top. Another one, I'm not pushing this too strong yet, because I still might have to slide it. So we have 5 3/4 on the bottom. Yes, so we have almost, we still have to cut it, but this is almost exactly solid piece. And we have a solid here, so we have almost solid here. And here I'm just going to grab one piece that I cut it in half and fill those spaces. So let me work on those cuts and I'll show you, and I will give you an update in just a moment. Okay, so I'm putting the level against the side, pushing those pieces, making sure that this is exactly in the line that it's supposed to be. Okay, now I have the last cut to the corner. Okay. can see that it nicely kind of flows, continuous in the corner, at least looks like, and this is the goal. So it looks like it's continuing. Now I'm going to grab my level and I'm going to check if it's nice and leveled. Looks good over here. I have to raise the accent a little bit here. Okay, everything looks good. And now we're ready for our finishing piece, this piece that will go on the top. Okay, so we're moving forward with the top accent piece. Same situation as the bottom row of the pencil. I started from solid pieces and I'm going to measure each to the corner in a few moments. And here on the side, same story. I'm putting level, putting this against to make sure that we have the same line. And also on that side is already in place. So my next step will be to measure the cuts. Cut in a corner will be 45-degree angle. And yes, 5 5/8. Here we have 11 3/4. On that side we have also 11 3/4. And on that side we have 5 5/8. So we have exactly same cuts, which is what we want to achieve. This is our goal. Means that everything is nice and centered. Alright, so I have the last pieces. We have them cut in 45 to the corner. This one will go here. Okay. But in order for me to actually install it, I have to remove this piece. Because it's tight fit and the accent is actually kind of recessed. It has this wave that goes through it. So in order for me to actually put it in, okay, this one is in place. Now let me work on another one. This one has to come out, and this one will be nicely placed to the corner. Okay, So the next step will be to put the level and do same situation as with the pencil pieces. Pretty much add shims to ensure that this side is done correctly, that everything is leveled. It looks like everything looks pretty good already. I'm still adjusting it. When those trims are not perfect, they kind of bump sometimes. They do not really manufacture those too precise. If you're wondering where I got those trim pieces, because those are nice trim pieces, they came from Lowe's. Those particular ones came from Lowe's. So if you like the idea with this accent, check Lowe's. They will have the bronze trim pieces. The stone accent came from different tile place, but you should be able to match something close in Home Depot or Lowe's. So go over there and you'll find it. The bronze finish is pretty popular those days, and many people asking where I'm getting my accents, where I'm getting my tiles. So sometimes we can find it fairly right behind the corner. Okay, few more shims to be put in. Okay, and I guess that's it. Of course, same situation. I'm removing setting component from the behind of the tile, so it won't dry like that. So we have accent ready, and now I'm gonna stop with a tile installation on the walls, simply because those pieces has to dry. Those are delicate pieces, and if I will start tiling the top part, the weight of the tiles will actually cause the mosaic tiles to kind of disfigured, most likely. So I'm stopping right now at this stage, and I will continue tomorrow morning. When the accent is dry, I will tile 2 more rolls and finish with a bonus tile. We'll finish around the window, and now I'm gonna start working with the floor. It will be 45-degree angle diagonal pattern. The floor is not huge, it's been leveled, so I'm start moving forward with the floor, and tomorrow most likely I will finish walls and I will finish floor, the cuts. So for me to tile, it's 2-day job to tile such a bathroom, to do it nice, correctly, without speeding the process. If you don't care about the quality, you might be successful even tiling such a bathroom in 1 day, but don't expect a lot. Okay, so I'm slowly moving forward with the floor. We're doing 45-degree layout. Yesterday we leveled the floor in order to have a good installation for the 45, and as you can see, this is how it looks like. The tiles are not in place yet, but each time when I'm working with the 45, I'm making sure to have the maximum cuts that I can measure already measured, and fit it without sticking them to the floor, and also everything figured. In this case, we're nicely following the 45 with the center of the wall. And yes, in this video I'm not going to show you the installation. Maybe in some other time I'll focus on the floors. Floors are not as complicated as walls and waterproofing for the showers. There's way more to the story on the floors. There are certain things that we have to remember about, but most of the times homeowners will do the floors pretty easily. 45, it's more challenging, but this is something for the next time. Right now, just quick update. I will continue with the walls most likely tomorrow.